I move on to Mr. Jayanta Pereira. Jayanta, actually, I'm going to combine, in the interest of time, two questions. You can briefly highlight what CICT has done and what sort of plans are in store for us. At the same time, we saw in Janani's presentation about the IMO's facilitation committee, 46, has adopted amendments to the FAL conventions, which will make the maritime single window for data exchange mandatory in ports next year from Jan. So I know that you have attended and you have read and attended some conferences, IMO conferences. We also heard that about only less than 40% ports are ready with this at the moment. So the combined question is, first we would like to hear about CICT. At the same time, please explain about the insights, what you know about the FAL conventions, which will come into effect from next year, and what's in store. What does the stakeholders have to do? Thanks.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you, YoungShip, for the opportunity. And if I start on the automation side in CICT, we started initial automation exercises around 3 years ago. We started with upgrading our network into 4G because we saw the bandwidth and the latency is area we have to address, and we thought this should be the key in laying the foundation. With that, we automated 2 QCs manless, and we made it remote. That is on the pilot even now, and we removed the cabin, operator cabin, and brought down the operator cabin into an air-conditioned room in the admin building, so that certain gender-specific jobs like QC operator could be handled by a lady as well. So this is our objective, and we wanted to have one operator to 2 QCs if possible, and we are trialing it out. We have certain pros and cons there, so we are on a pilot on that. With that, as Upal also said, our RTGs are GPS controlled, and it's on a precision GPS. We know where our boxes are exactly, and we know how to stack, and we know how to lock-unlock based on toss. So we know where our boxes are exactly, and with this we also incorporated in trucks instructions to play on in Sinhalese, in our native language for the operators. Mostly our operators are locals, so in Sinhalese language we gave instructions. We made a system to automated the system to give instructions without pressing any buttons, so the operator can voice out after completed, and a voice recognition will take the instruction and complete the job. So with that, during the COVID time, we as Janani also mentioned, it's a blessing in disguise in a way. Our dock center was 100% automated for non-demurrage. Even now, for non-demurrage containers, completely our dock center is manless. For the payment demurrage related ones, only somebody has to involve. That is also a single person. So virtually our dock center can be open 24/7 if certain other entities could support. Our gate was converted into smart gate, and 2 in gates and 2 out gates are right now smart, and even OCR is implemented, and damage inspections are done on a remote basis by the system. Damage is highlighted by the system automatically, and gate opening, closing also automatic. So we have 4 gates automated, and we have plans to convert rest also. It's on trial, and we are on a long trial on that. And we also automated our bay plans into paperless. So we had around annually 200,000 papers coming up and down, printing, taking, transporting. So we introduced a paperless environment for the vessels, for the wharf people to use, and now the tablets are introduced for the bay plans. Our CCTV system, we just didn't implement a CCTV system, we introduced an intelligent CCTV system, and we are completing it very soon. Already completed, it's on trial. It can detect fire, it can detect certain people. If you go into the CICT building from the gate onwards up to whatever time he has spent in the yard, we can search out and say this man has gone and these areas, and we can trace out. It's a security aspect as well as we are complying to certain regulations there. And with that we have implemented IoT. We have a weather station. We are basically number one priority. We depend on our weather station. And visibility is taken from our weather station, because in the port visibility is very important when you're working in a safe environment, and visibility lux levels are calculated based on our weather station statistics. We have a fatigue monitoring system installed in each and every truck, so that our driver is monitored 24/7. Whether he is yawning or whether he is sleepy, whether he is smoking, he is monitored. And the system has been programmed to monitor him, and if the person logs in and is doing the same thing for the X number of times, he will be reported to his supervisor. Likewise, we have done it in an automated manner, and we have controlled our shifts also, because sometimes certain private entities do deploy people in double shifts as well. So this we control the people by using this sort of automated system. So in addition, we have our DG yard, our own DG yard, and that has been we have deployed IoT sensors there for information collection on gas. So gas type and the certain parameters have been introduced, and we know this gas is there, this is the expected level, and that is the toleration, and this is not the toleration. And in addition, IoT sensors has been deployed together with 4G for UPS centers, power stations, and even RTG crane management systems. So the objective in deploying in crane management systems is to understand before failure occur, it will analyze the pattern. We analyze the data, and we will define, we will analyze the patterns, and we will recognize probable failures beforehand, so that we can forecast and say maintenance is required. So we hope this will eliminate the unplanned downtime, which is a key. So in addition, we hope in the near future, in the next couple of years, we want to introduce digital twin, which is now a digital roadmap, big data and blockchain altogether. And going to your second question about the Falcon convention. In fact, as you have correctly said, from 2024 January onwards, this has been made mandatory. But this can be negotiated, as per my understanding, if we start and if you have a strategic plan, and if you have started somewhere. And I think we all know that 2024 January is nearby, and I don't think nobody can introduce a single window system this fast. So if we have a strategic plan, and if we have started somewhere, we can convince this. This is my understanding. And as per the guidelines given by them, I will just read out few things. What number one is ratification. This is the FAL convention is to do with the government regulation, and what they say is countries who are interested for the FAL convention has to first ratify the convention, and then has to have the convention provisions in their legal framework. First of all, have the legal framework checked be ready for that. Secondly, national legislation has to be formed, and even existing rules and regulations in the country has to be relooked at, and new regulations, new laws has to be introduced in supportive to the convention. That is number two. And number three is appointing competent authorities, like from government side, from private side, from stakeholder sides, as a stakeholder committee, which is a key committee. I think this has already been established also. Most of the areas have been already touched together with the PCF now, as you also know. Then comes the establishing board procedures. This means in all stakeholders, systems, processes, flows has to be looked in, and has to build a generalized standard flow of information and practices. So this has to be this has been done by our consultants together with the PCS system. And now we are trying to, in Sri Lanka, we are trying to take it to the next level. We have recently met, yesterday we have met, and we are taking it to the next level. So likewise, then only, soon after only, we are supposed to take it to the electronic digitalization platform. How to do this? Then consultants comes, tendering, all these things come later. So these are the basic things this we have to establish.
Thank you very much, Jayant. I think you explained about infusion of technology and automation into your operations and commercial processes, the first question, and thanks for highlighting on the IMO side as well.